And we're back. How is everyone doing? Yo. What is up? Oh, excuse me. Welcome back. We're live once again with BDS taking on DFM. And we're kicking it off with Game 2 of the series, not Game 1. I've been a bit more selective with this one, shall we say, because as a whole, this one has a lot more interest to me for how it turns out. And the reason is the draft is slightly more intriguing. Now, Game 1, the draft was very stock standard. You got Apperman on Aatrox once again. You had a Renekton top for Adam. You had Ivan, something Show became prolific at during the LEC regular split. And some other stock standard things that both teams have done. This result you can see as BDS took the lead. But the interesting thing was, DFM chose to go to red side. That was the notable thing for me. Now, bans coming through, we're already seeing Adam being targeted, the Darius not allowed, the Orianna removed from Nuke's pool, whereas on BDS's side they removed the Senna, something Udapon has played, and they've also removed the Talia and the Rumble, so a lot of heavy carries have been removed. DFM removed the Maokai in the last ban. That means Xayah is first pick worthy, and she gets locked in. DFM's response now, dealing with BDS is quite hard, and you kind of have to feel they may just let Adam's pool go to the end and have possibly DFM counterpick it on 5th, or they just try and secure something safe like a Renekton. But only time will tell as the responsive ADC comes through. Kaiser locked in. Gonna probably go down to Udapon's hands. Arya doesn't scream to me to be a Kaiser player. Champions left open. I think we may see junglers coming through here. I do know what DFM lock in, and it's another reason why I want to go for this game. Tristana finally locked in. Up and available. It is flexed between the bot lane. Both champs can actually be flexed, which makes this DFM draft quite interesting, to say the least, for the start. Though, don't get me wrong, it's typically Tristana mid, Kaiser bot. It could be the other way around for all we know. BDS's responses, they say they don't care about the DFM comp. Those ADCs are being locked down. Rakan comes through to complete the lovers duo. I just realized I'm looking at my face. There we go. Rakan comes through to lock in the lovers duo. Hi. There we go. And Vi also locked in to get just some denial of territory. And also the ability to assault and battery the backline. Now, as the second rotation of bans come through, the big note is that Ivan. Sheo obviously got his hands on it in Game 1, and DFM are like, oh, that's a nice pick. We'll take it from you. Immediately locked in for steal. Now, ban phase 2, things like the Rel, you have to feel will get hand out here by BDS, or you should expect it to be. And there you go. Nautilus also removed. Renekton and Olaf. A lot of big top lane picks removed out of Adam's pool. And this kind of means that Aatrox is technically left open if DFM want to go towards it. And I like that hover. Even though it's not really good into Vi or Rakan, I like that hover. And it gets locked in. Surprising to say the least. It just doesn't scream optimal here. And the comp DFM have really don't want targets brought into them. So I'm not a huge fan of harp splits here. Jax for a Dom, surprising. No one really expects him to go for one of these picks. It's not in his quote-unquote gods. As this series, he actually didn't play any of them. He played Game 1, Renekton, and Game 2, he's playing Jax, with Cassio alongside him in the mid lane. This is why, and I repeat, this is why I wanted to cover this game. It's just the wackiest draft we've seen here at Worlds. Compared to the previous game, this one is a lot more expansive by the two teams. As Poppy is the final lock-in, it denies quite a bit of what BDS have. You deny the Jax jumping forward, you deny the Rakan jumping forward, Vi dashing forward. You kind of have a lot of negation of BDS's comp in that one pick. And personally, I like it. The also other interesting things about this DFM comp is the combination of Ivan brushes and Blitzcrank. You can create these hidden areas for the Blitz to hide in and pull through, and it then makes it really awkward for the enemies to do anything. And I like it for that sort of means. However, I don't like it overall because all the champions that BDS have kind of do a lot better in close range, upfront and personal scenarios. Like Cassio, she wants to get closer so she can just start spamming out Twin Fangs, as well as get a nice stone gaze. It's a very, very nice comp for BDS into DFM. Don't get me wrong, Vitality? Yikes. Kind of funny that they're flaunting a Vitality emote. Wait, were Vitality... No, why is there a Vitality emote? Because they weren't at Worlds last year, were they? I don't think. It's a weird emote to have. Anyway. Game 2. We're technically coming into this one blind, so we can't exactly analyze how it went, but considering sides of flips, starts will be different. This is overall good from DFM. Clearing out the vision that was preset and getting a advantage over to Tristana. She's going to hit level 2 off wave 1. Not really have to deal with much from Cassio level 1. Cassio is one of the weirdest champions level 1 because Twin Fangs do a lot of work. But like the mana consumption usage onto a champion is not worth it. So she's really going to be focused on the wave more than anything. However, into Tristana, it's a similar sort of story. She's always going to be focused onto the wave. Use the explosive charges. The engage comes through. Blitzcrank is caught. Taken low. Probably, I was going to say, going to be forced to flash. In the end, it's Labrov forced to flash as Udapon going aggressive. Rakan is going to fall first. First blood over to the BDS at DFM bot laner. And Ivan doing Ivan things, stealing away. The red buff is steal. BDS now on the back foot in the bot side. And that's kind of bad because they continued the aggression when they didn't need to. And they've been punished as Adam goes for his trademark early roam. Blitz hook, gonna go wide. Kind of expecting Crowny to sidestep backwards. Will not happen. He gets away without burning anything. And BDS need to farm back up to get relevant in the game. Good. He uses steadfast presence there by the Poppy. Denied a Jax jump. Who was almost certainly looking for it all in there. Adam has already put Apperman very low. Who is actually trading back quite well. Poppy is very good at early trades. Has a surprising amount of damage. Both hitting level 3. Well, level 3 for Apperman. Level 4 for Dom. It's mid-wave. Nuke bullying out the mid lane opponent. And I'm pretty sure Shao snuck around. Is going to be spotted here as he just denies. Such a cruel back denial as Ivan catches out Vi. Shao taken low. Steel using his passive ability of getting more damage and brushes. Isn't gonna get the kill. He does, however, force Shao back to retreat as bot side. Could be the starts of a fight as Poppy counter-striked up. Apperman not gonna fall. It almost certainly looked like Adam was gonna get a solo bolo. And back to the mid lane. Miasma thrown out. That's a lot of damage put down. Tristana forced to flash away to safety, but that shield from Ivan keeps her alive. Steel, right place, right time, allows Arya to not fall. That was almost a solo bolo there as well. BDS, the solo lanes, winning out in these 1v1 fights as Ivan looking for a play. It's a 3-man kill squad for DFM in the bot lane, in the mid lane, sorry. But BDS have responded. Rakan is here. First kill goes over to the Tristana, but the response comes from the Vi. It's a double kill over to Shao, as in the top side, Apperman almost falls again. The wave in a weird spot, to be honest. BDS are both top lanes actually are both going to reset. TPs are up and available. Both are investing it. As we watch this mid fight again, the response comes quicker from DFM. Essentially, because Harp's here quicker, it allows for this play to come through. The E knock up from the Blitz secures the kill onto Nuke. And Shao, while he does respond in like, you have to feel the play favors Tristana, who doesn't fall. Actually, she does fall. But she gets back out onto the Rift quicker and gets control in the mid-wave as the hook lands. Nuke caught out, gonna be hit with the explosive charge and killed off where he stands. You pay respect to the Tristana and the push she's secured, but you gotta pay even more respect to this Blitzcrank hook. The potential that Harp has to get kills is huge. And right there, when he lands it, it means that this Triss gets an insane lead over his opponent. 10 CS up. He's got turret plating to boot. 2 kills to none. Triss is in a good spot early. Arya certainly feeling himself. This bot side, Rakan getting aggressive into Blitz. It's not something you typically hear. You usually expect the Blitz to be the aggressive one, as aggression is going to be punished as a hook lands onto the Rakan, but it will not matter as Shao is on a killing spree on his own right. BDS fighting across the map as Adam, he flashes the pilt over the, what's it called? I forget the name of it. The Poppy ult. And somehow Shao catches out the Ivan. My brain is losing it there. And it's because we're seeing aggression across the map. 9 kills, 7 minutes, yes please. Triss getting aggressive once more. Explosive charge doing work. And what do you know, the Whirlybird, I remember calling it that. That's funny. But what is it actually called? We're gonna divulge off the right path just to remember the name of the Poppy ult. There we go. It is called... Anyway, we're going back to the mid play. This hook, just clean. Miasma isn't going to deny it, and pulled into an Ivan route just means it's death. Bot side, Harp gets way too close. 3 members of BDS are here quicker than what DFM can do. Great lock-up by Show to get the kill there. The collapse comes through from Nuke as well. Ivan's not able to escape. He hasn't got flash. Chased into the brush. Sheo secures the kill. And while that's going on, Ivan actually is going to secure the Herald. He is going to lose quite a bit of his jungle for it, as Udapon spots the blue buff steal. Now, while all the plays happen, the Herald secured for DFM. BDS going to secure themselves a couple of plates in the bot lane for themselves. Sheo obviously providing some shelter to Crowny to allow him to do that play. And Keeper's verdict! I just remembered it when I saw that Poppy's name is Keeper of the Hammer. The Keeper's verdict got flashed. There we go. I remembered the name, sorta. But yeah, surprising this top lane hasn't actually seen a kill just yet, even though Adam has been close on several occasions to getting one. You kind of expect it soon to happen though. The lead already up a considerable amount of CS, 14 to be exact. Well, now it's 12. Basically, this wave is weird. I can't math either. But yeah. Drake secured by BDS. No contest really from DFM. They just stood in the area. Aren't able to do much with it either. DFM not even going to look for a blitz hook play on the retreat by BDS. So as a whole, this game may slow down for a bit. Even if the trades are very aggressive. Just looking at where Ivan is. Pathing over the mid lane, looking to protect his bot side. As top, Apperman getting chunked low once again. This game win was very quick as that's the assault. That's the battery. That's Newt finally getting on the board. He uses his stone gaze to secure a kill onto his opposition number. And what do you know? BDS back in this game. As a whole, they're actually up 2k, even though it has felt DFM controlled in the bottom half of the map and in the mid lane. You kind of have to give credit here to the CSDs that have been gathered. As topside, Apperman going aggressive. He can't really contest Adam at this stage of the game. Adam already up his Divine Sundra to components in the back pocket of Apperman. Now you have to think, if you're BDS, where do we attack? Who do we burst out? Because right now, I'd say BDS are cruising with this lead they've got. But I think the reason they've gotten this lead is because they made it scrappy and gone for these picks. Now, into a blitz, that's not always the most beneficial thing. As he is known for pulling games back into their advantage. As topside, Counter-Strike lands, Adam using that Divine Sundra to get healing back off his opponent. He is taken quite low in return though. But the fight ends with the minions dead on the BDS side of things. They get all of them. Adam sitting, doing a lot of work here. And we should probably expect him to look to roam down now and join up with the team. He's got TP, hasn't got it off cooldown just yet. But I think with the Drake spawning in 2 minutes, Herald up in a minute 50, he's going to be needed very, very soon to play with the team. As he gets himself another plate before 13 minutes have passed. Obviously, 14 minutes is where the plates fall off. Now, I do feel that BDS quite literally are in control due to the top half. As, whoa, that went weird. So, we'll slow it down a little bit. Let's talk about the actual itemization from the team so far. Cassia rushed Rylai's, which kind of spells to me that they're looking for chase down kills more so than anything. They're looking to keep targets either A, push back like the split so he can't get in range with the hook, or B, in range so that they can continue to apply pressure. Cassio synonymous for having very good low CDRs, so she could look for these plays as once again the hook isn't gonna land. Sheo showing up, presence being made in the mid lane. Obviously 3 members of DFM are there. Top side, Adam secures the first tower of the game. Keeper's verdict launches him away, so Apperman gets to run away. 2 towers to none secured out the back of this for BDS. As the bot lane tier 1 falls as well. DFM aren't really making much. They've got a champion that wants to make plays, but the plays are falling through. BDS playing on the sides is certainly benefiting them more so than what DFM are doing, and that needs to be addressed. The Japanese squad, personally, need to start roaming about more. They need to send, honestly, Arya to the side lane to allow him to kind of use a bit of the advantage he's got for himself. Get some tower plates on the sides. He's playing range versus range. I think if you lane swap Arya into top, it'd be a little bit more beneficial. Now, obviously, second Drake is what BDS and DFM will be fighting for right now, as Blitz wasted his ult there. Poppy getting chunked out. Target for BDS. Apperman is going to be slain off as the engage comes through from Vidi Salt. Battery onto Seal, forcing the Ivan low. Counter-strike is going to land, and that's a double kill over to Adam. Re-engage comes through from DFM, getting a massive chunk out on Adam's health bar. And DFM, they lose 2, and most certainly are going to lose this second Drake. However, they gain a kill onto... They don't get a kill, do they? Did they get a kill? No, they didn't. They did, however, get killed off here as Blitzcrank caught out. Counter-strike is down. Killed off by Crowny. Next, it's just Arya being chased down. Wasted the Buster shot, so he has no escape tools. He is trying to catch out Lebrov. In fact, he's looking to just sacrifice himself to the tower. In the end, Adam is going to get on a killing spree off the back of it. BDS, what can I say? Ahead by a lot. The bot lane tier 1 being down allows them to push up into the tier 2. Adam on the top side doing the exact same thing. This game seems unlosable if you're BDS in this position. I've just jinxed them. Anyway, let's take stock of items. No one yet to hit 2 items, bar Nuke, because he's gone Everfrost Rylai's into tier, or tier into Rylai's into Everfrost. He's got a lot of gold, it appears, even though he has been fairly behind. This Tristana most of the game, Arya been very, very effective in controlling mid, but somehow Nuke is on 2 items as Crowny gets hooked, launched into yet a Firestorm, forces DFM to back away, and that flash was huge. But in the end, it's a 2-for-1 trade. Oh, BDS get it all. Crowny gets caught out and somehow finds a way to get double kills. Also in the top half of the map, Udapon somehow got caught out. Why he was there on his own, I don't know. But BDS, they're getting everything and the kitchen sink to boot. What is going on, DFM? You're not showing up here when you need to most. You're being punished. You're being attacked. And the LEC 4th seed is showing you up. We watched this bit play again. Honestly, good hook out from Harp. Gets the Feather Storm. But this pullback, huge. So much damage put down onto the Trist. Roots her under tower, so she takes a tower shot. Then Ivan tanks the third one because he's in range. Topside dive, so much cleaner from BDS. Just secures the kill onto Udapon. It's just a weird one because Udapon really shouldn't be there at all. And BDS, well, Crowny, he should be mid-wave because he's playing quite respectful and giving room for DFM. The issue was BDS were all showing top and Udapon shouldn't have been there. He should have known to have given up the space. Now, 18 minutes, well, 19 minutes on the clock, if I read correctly. BDS in a position where they could honestly force Baron at 20 minutes. Like, on the dot. The issue I feel is that it's Chemtech Griff. So it's very easy for, like, a Blast Cone to launch DFM into the pit to respond. However, it isn't present. BDS actually are going to go for the 20-minute Baron Rush. Harp, unaware of it happening. In fact, I don't think DFM know too much. They will be aware now, considering the fact that BDS are positioning aggressive here. The quickness comes through, locking the Ivan up, not allowing him into the pit. The Baron will fall. BDS secure that one for themselves as Poppy, Keeper's Verdict, launches the Casio away, but Jax is here trying to root the targets, trying to stun him in place. He's stepping a bit too far forward as he gets hit by the explosive charge. On the flank, though, is Sheo. He is going to blast Cone away to safety, avoiding the Ivan Q. Now BDS, with this Baron, the Purple Worm buff will allow them to push into the base of DFM. This game looks over. It feels over. But it ain't over till the fat lady sings. And I don't know many fat ladies. And they certainly will not sing for me. Kill me. DFM, my friends. You're so far behind. Everfrost Blitzcrank. Yeah. I'm not a fan of it. I get why, because you have very little AP. But damn. That's actually something I didn't even pick up, was how minimalistic the AP is for them. Certainly are being punished for their comp. BDS, though, sitting comfortably, continuing to press, using the minion waves to push in. That hook was clean. But the Vi gets pulled through, is gonna fall to the explosive charge, but somehow, some way, Nuke finds a way to trade it 1-for-1. The tower falls. It's a 4v4 for the next 30 seconds. And both teams, they're looking to just get as much reprieve as possible. BDS going back to the Drake, allowing time for resets, allowing themselves to get to the point where they can look for the win. Whereas this hook was clean. It's surprising that it was almost blind. Issue was you pulled the Vi into the Trist, who just immediately gets locked in place and killed off by BDS. Now, Baron falling off in 26 seconds. Chemtech Soul in less than 5 minutes. DFM, they can't slow the game down due to how BDS have played. They're looking to put pressure across all three lanes. They're spotted out trying to go for a brush play. That allows a Dom to just continue to force the wave up into this inhibitor tower. Udapon coming, but he's not going to be able to get onto our Dom. BDS forcing forward this advantage. Crowny just stealing away camps. BDS forcing their vision line even further forward as well. The game seems well and truly over again. The gold lead, 11k-ish for BDS as well. There's not much more needs to be said than DFM have not much they can do. BDS can just stall it out till Baron, which I think is what they're doing. Or if they want to be really safe, stall it out till Chemtech Soul. They will not, however, give up any map to DFM. Like, they continue to fight them over this one brush, which is basically on the edge of DFM's base. BDS have full control on the map right now, and it's noticeable with how they're playing. Minute 30 until Baron. The fact that Steel is forced to use his brushes to be vision wards is so sad. Honestly. Blitzhook gonna be dodged out. Labrov keeping himself alive. Clearing out the vision that would have been there if he followed that path. Seriously, what is Shea's problem with Vitality just constantly flashing their remote? Daisy is going to be dropped. TP flank coming through. BDS may have overcommitted here. The hook lands onto the Rakan, bursted out and deleted before he can do anything. The flank comes through from the Poppy, and the Featherstorm keeps alive Crowny, who's just throwing out these feathers. Poppy, you came on the flank, but you will be felled. It's still a trade as the Casio falls. Trist jumps forward into Adam. That is a mistake, my friend, as the top laner just deletes your health bar. Crowny is still alive, free firing in, killing off the minions so he can push into the base. The inhibitor is the target for BDS, as in the end, somehow it's only a 2-for-2. But BDS, they get the objectives. They get the side lane pressure. They're turning to the Baron. They're going to probably secure this one on the reset. This here, though, is a great play from Harp. Hook means that Labrov isn't able to contest or do anything here. This flank looks okay, but the issue is Poppy goes way too aggressive early. The hook was great and killed off Newt. That was the best bit. Here's where I have an issue. You jump head first in as a Trist. You flash back. You're still not far enough away from the Jax. Jump straight on top of you. You also force Kaiser to get stunned. So there's no real responsive damage on DFM's side. And BDS just continue to apply pressure on this map. Continue to have control of this game. And this Baron is started up. DFM kind of feel forced to go for a contest. TP comes through, but Rakan is on the side, dodges out from the Blitz hook. Now Hart basically is dead. Apperman forces the keeper's verdict onto a Dom, but he is traded off. Crowny gets a double kill. The Featherstorm thrown out. That's the triple. This Zaya is insane. Somehow keeping alive with the honey fruits, but on the side, this is getting deadly. Quadra kill over to Crowny. Make that the Penta. The ADC gets it all. And BDS will certainly be ending the game here. Inhibitor is falling. The Nexus towers are falling. Everything falls in place for Europe. They kind of fell apart in day one of Worlds. But here, their second day, they win out and are not eliminated. Great overall fight is what we saw from Europe here. We saw them take the game to the opposition and made it messy. They made it their own, and you know the BDS style is scrap, and a lot of scrapping. They did everything they needed to, and you have to give them credit for that. So game 1, we didn't cover. Let's have a quick GOL at it. Simply put, the reason we didn't look at it, it's Aatrox's top side. It's something Apperman has played already, and he hasn't found a win on it, full stop, during this tournament. Steel, Maokai, yeah. Syndra, we've already saw it then. No, we didn't. We've seen Syndra already, basically, for Arya. Kaiser we just saw. Alistar, not really impactful. On the other side of it, Braum. It's just Braum, isn't it? That's the easy way to word it. Newt got fed. Adam didn't have to do much. Sheo was impactful. I'm surprised how well this BDS draft did, considering the minimalistic AP. Like, Medjai's on Sheo was the only AP they had. Kind of surprising how well it did. And it looked like basically a snowball formed from 11 minutes onwards. Just dominance from the European squad. Yeah. Dominance. Top dom. A dommy Adam. Yeah. The game was really one-sided, it appears. But yeah, we'll quickly look at the timeline. 3 members above all the rest. Yikes! Very, very red. That's gonna be it, though. Thanks for joining me today. We're finishing early, surprisingly. This is about the time we started games on a normal day, but obviously I finish work early on a Friday. So, I guess we end it here. Thanks for joining me today. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new around here, or if you want to. I basically have just butchered up my ending outro that I've done for God knows how many years. But thank you very much for joining me. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new around here, if you want to. And I will see you guys tomorrow. We need to do the predictions for tomorrow. I'm so dumb. So, here we go. I think I said PSG. I'm pretty sure I said 2-1. So, we'll write these in. BDS 2-0. Yikes. Yikes. We got 2 predictions. There we go. There we go. Let's have a look-see at the next set of games tomorrow. The stream tomorrow will be a weird one, shall we say. Because I'll be honest, not going to be ready for an early one. Because that finishes at 11. I'm going to be out from 2 till 5-ish. And then I get home. It's going to be weird. I may just move it to Sunday. Or we do 1 game Saturday, do 3 on Sunday. If it depends how many games in the series there are as to what we end up doing. I'm I'm going out as well all morning, so Saturday may be a bit weird. Only time will tell. But yeah, let's predict it. I'm going to move my spreadsheet over to this screen. Loud versus Gam. Who do I think wins and why? So, if this game was 2 days ago, I would have said Loud. Straight up, 2-1. But after today, I have a little bit more confidence in the Gigabyte Marines. Because they looked very good. A lot better than what they did day one. It certainly felt better. Loud, in the games we saw of them, have looked good as well. I'm going to say it's a 2-1 to Loud. Is my prediction. I think this is probably the biggest test for Aki in the mid lane. I think he'll be pushed quite heavily by Tanoans. The top side of the map for Loud probably should be a little less aggressive as well, considering how they played against PSG. They overstepped quite a bit, and that kind of forced mistakes and caused them to lose. So I think that is a big issue that should probably be dealt with. I think it'll be a little bit easier against Gam. However, it's Gam, and somehow they do miraculous things as a region, so who knows? Maybe they just turn up and win. It's hard to tell. Game 2, CFO versus BDS. I'm saying BDS 2-1. I'm playing it safe once again. I think as a whole, also, Sunday's game's a best of 5. I forgot about that. But yeah. I think BDS showed up in this game. Serious, don't get me wrong. DFM, probably one of the weakest teams here at the tournament. But they showed up, did work, and I liked how they played. And that's why I kind of have to give BDS a 2-1 win. Anyway, that's me done for tonight. See you guys tomorrow for